Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Today I'm just on here to talk about the fact that I am done with modern game developers. And the reason I'm making this video is mainly because of an interaction I had over on Twitter. Now, this interaction has to do with Compulsion Games, the people who work on South of Midnight. Now, in all honesty, I'm not surprised with the outcome of this whole situation because, Sweet Baby works on this game, and Sweet Baby are known to be hateful people, which is ironic considering Sweet Baby likes to label us as the hateful ones for calling them out, but that's besides the point. When you're a big company, you can lie however you want, and people on the internet who are too stupid to know better will just automatically believe you. But I ended up seeing a bunch of posts made by someone who works on South of Midnight, and instead of just jumping in straight away and making a video, I tried a different approach. I actually decided to be nice and civil about things and not be the snarky asshole that I usually am. After I saw the post that I had issues with, I actually decided to bring it up to Compulsion Games and ask them to elaborate, which I think is a very fair thing to do. I don't think that's really mean at all. Not to sound like DSP, but you need to have a functioning adult brain, you guys, and be able to elaborate on things. Especially when you post things that look very hateful when you're working for a big company. But hell, what do I know? So I go to Compulsion Games' Twitter page and I see this post right here. Compulsion Games. As Hazel, you'll use platforming, a mix of jumping, gliding, and weaving, to overcome the various obstacles found throughout your environment. Then I come down in the comment section and I ask, what's this? And apply 2 screenshots that I saw being shared around Twitter. So I never came into the conversation attacking anybody, I never called anyone names, I never did any of that. I was very civil about things and I just asked a very simple question. What's this? That's it. That's all I said. And then I check back like an hour or 2 later and I'm blocked for simply bringing up the actions of one of your employees. This is why I don't even bother to try to be nice or talk to these idiots anymore, because no matter how nice you are or how much of an asshole you are, you're gonna get the same result anyway. You can word things as nice as possible, tiptoe around on eggshells, you're still getting blocked. You might as well just be an ass. This is the last time I go out of my way to try to be nice. Like, fuck that shit, dude. Anyway, let's just go over the screenshots that I take issue with. The first one here, I hate gamers. When you work for a video game company, doesn't really make much sense. I don't know how you can be so stupid to not realize that those are the people paying your salary, but whatever. If you really hate gamers all that much, there are countless other industries that you could go work in. For example, the movie industry. You could make coffees for Starbucks. You could be a painter. Maybe you could be a construction worker. I don't know, I'm just giving you some ideas. But if you're just gonna sit here and bitch while you have your current job, then why not look for another one? Like, nobody wants to listen to the bitching. Also, the fact that people like this don't get fired blows my mind. You are literally nothing but a liability to the company you work for. If I was the boss at a company and I saw one of my employees acting like this, they'd be hitting the fucking road, dude. Bye-bye, adios, I heard Subway are hiring, good luck. The next tweet that I took issue with is, the sheer level of scum-sucking filth that permeates the gaming community is abhorrent. I'm disgusted to even share an interest with so many terrible people. Boo-hoo, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe find a new hobby. And the only scum in the gaming community is you. You feel this way about the gaming community, but we all think of you the exact same way. You are not liked. I'm sure everyone out there has that one coworker at their job that everyone's just so relieved when they don't show up. I guarantee you this person is that person at their job, if that makes sense. You just come off as insufferable, and it's all because of the way you act, your attitude. We also need to be very honest about the elephant in the room. The majority of the perpetrators are white/white adjacent, cishet men, which I think just means straight. Also, what the hell does white adjacent mean? Well, if you care enough to read them, you can pause the video or slow it down or something, I guess. You know, I'm not that old, I'm only 22, and that is the first time I've ever heard that term in my life, so it must be pretty new. But you call out white men and white adjacent men for being like the racist or terrible ones, but the only person I see being racist here is you. You can see here there's a couple screenshots of her calling white people a certain word. I would read it out, but the thing is, dude, I don't know how sensitive YouTube is to this sort of shit. I know Twitch has banned people for saying this word, so I'm not taking my chances here. But I don't think it's gonna take a rocket scientist to see what she's saying here. Update to the situation. She actually locked her social media account because she started getting backlash for these tweets. I mean, what a shocker. Why does nobody have any balls anymore, dude? Why does no developer have a spine nowadays? The second they get any little bit of backlash for something they did, the account goes private. Come on, you guys are cowards. Own up to it. It's just a classic example of someone who can dish it but cannot take it, and it's actually pathetic. When I got hundreds of dislikes from the angry airbagged fans, I never took the video down. I just increased the amount of mid-roll ads on it. We went from 2 ads to 4. It's pretty sad when a YouTuber with 12k subs can take criticism better than someone who works for a game studio. Especially considering this woman is probably in her 30s and I'm in my early 20s. I thought you were supposed to get more mature with age, but considering we covered airbagged and now this person, I don't think that's the case. But after I made my response to Compulsion Games and got blocked, a bunch of fanboys actually came to their defense and attacked me in a very pathetic way. This guy says she's absolutely spot on, actual gamers hate you alt-rightoid tourists, be gone, and you wonder why nobody takes that term serious anymore. Now, I tried to argue with this guy a bit, but I realized halfway through that this guy's not smart enough to know why I'm right and he's wrong, so I just dropped it. She is talking about you too, and she is right. I hate gamers as well. How can you be right about an opinion? That's like me saying I hate chocolate ice cream and somebody saying you're right. These guys are dumb. This guy replies, yes, very clever, guess they don't need customers' money. Yeah, and then the studio will shut down and all of a sudden the energy will change and it will be, why didn't people buy our game? What the hell? I don't want to see anyone showing any sympathy when the studio gets shut down. You guys are making your beds right now, and in a few months you'll have to lie in it. All I'm gonna do is ask you to keep that same energy when the studio gets shut down. I think the more developers that get on Twitter and just show their true colors, the better. Because a lot of like normie gamers are being alerted to this type of action right now, or these types of actions, and they're refusing to buy these games. Like, I'm not even that into like the whole political thing when it comes to gaming, but I'm even seeing this shit. I started seeing it back around April. That's when I first started making videos on these types of devs. Yes, believe it or not, for all the morons calling me a grifter, I've been doing this for about a year now. You know, if you actually took more than a couple minutes to look into my channel, you will see videos back in April of me saying the same thing I'm saying now. The only difference is now I'm a little more mean about it, but I think it's warranted. The only reason it's more common on the channel now is because, first of all, the devs are doing it more and more often, and second of all, I am becoming increasingly more frustrated with these devs. Apparently nowadays, if you speak out against people who hate you, that makes you a grifter. Instead, you're just supposed to consume your product, don't ask any questions, be a good little corporate slave. But me personally, I've never been that type of person. You know, even as a kid, I got in a lot of trouble because I would always ask questions. You know, somebody'd say like, oh, you have to respect me or whatever, and I'd say, why? Like, who the fuck are you? But that's gonna do it for today's video. Just really pathetic, honestly. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If not, you can leave a dislike. Alright, peace.